said I wasn't going to wash it out, but I have done, because I didn't want to chuck it away with paint on. Warm soapy water. I'm not on about scalding hot. Warm soapy water. That's how you wash your brush out. I think we can actually say these are a proper nylon bristle, can't we? Welcome, fellow painters and decorators of the interweb. DIYers. Anybody that's into a bit of painting. It's Phil Beckwith, your professional painter and decorator, back with a bit of a product test. And I'm far from being sponsored by anybody. You know, I'd like to be sponsored by Porsche. I'd even probably drop down to Ford, sponsor me with a transit van just to get me stuff about, but it's not happening, is it? So I'm moving on quickly. I'm going to be reviewing, bit of a review. I picked up some cheap brushes from Lidl. Oh, if I say a number of weeks ago, I've not got around to doing the video on them. But this is a cheap, well, I won't call them a professional set. These are probably geared up for the DIYer, somebody who's just doing a bit of quick painting, or even, I'm going to say professional, who just wants a brush that you can use once and throw away. But this is the Parkside flat brush set. Set of 5. You've got an inch, you've got 2 inch and a halves, and you've got 2 inches. So if you want to talk in modern money, you've got a 25mm, you've got a 38mm, and then you've got a 50mm. Oh, I don't know, we still call them in inch brushes, don't we? So what I'm going to do, I've got Doris the door, and over the last few weeks I'm going to do a link. I've been product testing various paints, and Doris the door's been taking a lot of hammer recently. So I've got a door, Doris, and I'm going to paint this door in a different colour, because I'm prepping this door now for future videos. I've got some more paints to test, and I need a background that's slightly different. So what better way, kill 2 birds with 1 stone, get an undercoat on, probably might get a top coat on, I'll see. I get an undercoat on this lot with these cheapo brushes, and let's just see how they compare to what I normally use. So you're going to bear with me? If I can keep this under 10 to 15 minutes, we'll see. So here we are. Let's just start off. I've got a 2-inch brush out. I'm going to say it feels a bit rough. Feels a bit rough. Very coarse. Now let's compare this to what I normally use. Now that's a duster brush. Every good painter and decorator should have a duster brush. Don't use a 4-inch ordinary painting brush. Duster brush. You need a proper duster brush. Keep them all separate. Move on. Right. If I was doing door painting, I'd be using, particularly with finish paints, I'd be using Arroworthy Classic. Can't even say that word. I'd be using an Arroworthy Classic, something like that. Now that's a sash cut. It's a slash cut. Now you get these in various sizes. Obviously that's a short handled 2-inch. I've got the longer handled 2-inch, and I've got a longer handled 1.5 inches. Now these are the Arroworthy Classics. They do them in a straight cut, but when I feel that bristle, and those that know about brushes and painting stuff, these are a really soft tipped bristle, ideal for laying off. Go back to that, that's very coarse. It's got a bit of a hammered end, and when I mean hammered, it looks like they split because they hammer them down to give a softer end. But yeah, the end's very soft, but they're quite coarse. And if you look at that bristle, can you see that? They're like hooped over, like a bit of a J hook. Don't know what they're going to be like compared to see these. Okay, well this has been used. They're a lot softer, a lot finer, and that's where you discuss about brushes and the tips, and it's whether they're hammered or a flagged end, depends what your finish is going to be like, doesn't it? If it's too coarse, it's not going to be very good. So that's those. Now, if I was just banging outdoors, that with just an acrylic or something, I'd use that. These are a nice soft bristle as well, and these are the Eco Union, and I bang on about these. These are brilliant. Eco Union MIBs, which are made in Britain. I've got 4 inches, I've got 2 inches, I've got 2.5s, I've got 3 inches. And for general painting, i.e. emulsioning, and even doing a big door, you might have a big door and you want to get a nice amount of paint on. These are beautiful, but we're not reviewing these today. We're going to see what this cheap and cheerful brush is like. I've not told you yet. £4. I can't remember whether it was $4.99 or $3.99. But let's call it under a £5 for a pack of brushes. I know. Compare that to one of these that might be 15 to 20 quid. I'm not sure, I can't remember. But I know a pack of brushes for Arroworthy, they might be about £25 a pack. And if you're buying decent brushes, that's what you're going to be paying, aren't you? So how's these going to be? Enough about the brushes, let's talk about the paint. I'm going to give it a primer coat, just an undercoat. Now again, those of you that know, is this the best paint that's now not available? Sickens, Rubol, BL, which is the water-based, and it's a primer and it's an undercoat. But Sickens was then under a Dulux, yeah, Axco Noble, from whereas it used to be under the Crown brand. Now, they don't do this anymore, and this was brilliant, and I would say this is the forerunner to all your water-based paints that you're doing now, because that's the top coat. Rubol, Satura, BL. You can still get Satura, which is the oil-based, but the Satura BL is water-based. These need to be reproduced again. Reproduced. Sounds like something off Jurassic Park. But these are brilliant paints, and I've got some spares because we've got them over the years, and I'm going to use them up because these are a cream colour, and I want to paint this door cream. I want an off-white cream colour. So this is what I'm using with this cheap brush. And let's see how we go. Going to get started. I'll be working out the tin because I've only got a small amount in that tin. Now, if you want to know how to paint a door properly, there's a link there telling you about doing your mouldings first, your panels, working your way down, then bringing your rails in and your styles and bits and pieces. I explain it all on that video. So yeah, I'll speed all this up for you. Do you know what? The paint's beautiful. Why don't they make this? Why don't they still make this? That paint's beautiful. Let's just have a look when I had that made up. Sometime in the 20s. It could be 10 years old, that. Still smells alright. Right, enough about that. These brushes, I nearly threw it away on my third panel down. I have to say, this is the conclusion. It's a very scratchy, coarse, bristled brush. Now once I'd got enough paint on and laid it off, it wasn't too bad. But when it comes to actually using it, I think as a painter and decorator, you would, I think this would go into a tin of bitumastic and you'd be painting metal gutters out with it. That's the sort of brush this is. And I don't want to be horrible to Parkside and Lidl, but that is not a brush fit for a DIYer, let alone anybody else. It is just a general, I can't even say general painting. You won't get a finish with that. You won't be cutting in skirting boards, door frames up against an emulsioned wall with that brush. What you would be using it for is something that you want to be in, out, throw it away, because that, I'll say that's all it's fit for. I'll put it another way. If this was like the little sprayer, link there, that's had a 3-year warranty. I know these are only a £5, it isn't worth the effort to take them back, but don't even buy. There's better brushes out there that you can use that aren't much more money that you will get a better finish with, and application wise these are hard work. I'm going to call that a day on that. I feel a bit embarrassed for even using it. What I will do, I'll do another video later and do a top coat over that, because that's only a primer undercoat. I'll do a top coat over that using I'll say in inverted commas, a proper brush, and we'll see how that compares. So bear with me on that. That'll be a future video, but a proper brush coating that up. But link there. There's probably some videos that have already been featured. Please click. Thanks for listening. If you're liking what I'm doing, some comments. It'll always have a subscribe banner that goes across on these videos, so please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thanks for listening, and I don't even know whether I'll make the effort to wash it out. Might go in the bin. I'm not on about Zinza bin. I'm not on about Zinza bin. Might not even make the effort to wash it out. It might go in the bin. Zinza bin, that's probably all they're fit for. Zinza bin. And then chuck them away. Love you and leave you.